अस्माकं कर्मणि प्रयोगः इत्यस्य विषये अध्ययनं प्रवर्तते. So I've been studying this Karmani Prayoga and homework. Mostly all of you have sent it to me. It's great. One second, let me mute somebody. Okay. So they are all looking great. You have tried hard, all of you, to find out the meaning and make the sentences. Mostly all of the answers are correct, except a couple of them, sentences where there seems to be confusion. Let's quickly go through it and we'll see what are the steps to make these Karmani Prayoga forms. So I'm taking this example which was sent by
Namaskara Mahodaya. Namaskara.
Which was sent by Suresh Mahodaya, just because it is online. I have not yet seen, I just opened it. Okay. Convert the following. Ramaha pustakam likhati. So this one, mostly everyone has got it right. Ramena pustakam likhyate. If anybody has any questions regarding the meaning of the words or the forms, so please ask the question. And Sumitra Geetam Gayati. Sumitraya Geetam Giyate. Now, note that okay, so Sumitra Geetam Gayati, okay. So what I want to show here, how did this become Gayati to Giyate? Suresh Mode, can you?
In lat lakare gi dhatu gayati iti parvartanam bhavati. Karmani prayoge atmane rupam vartate. Gi dhatu yate iti yojitva giyate bhavati.
तथैव namyate api. So basically what is happening here, one thing is that let's say that I can't see it.
पश्चाध्यायी अपि दृश्यते कर्मणे रूपं
that's okay. We have to know the steps first. No need to refer all the time the final form. So one way is to refer to the form, right? And then like table of forms is there. And then you go here and if you take any reference like this, so if you look at, so here or here, let me disable this. Okay, gum Now, so one thing let's understand what is happening here. So if you take, let's say, gam dhatu, in the lat lakara, what is the form here? Gacchati. Okay. And lang lakara gacchat, and bhavishyat kala lat lakara. Let's again go back to this. Right. So let's say dhatu is gam. Why is it so big? Okay. Gam, dhatu is gam. And in lat lakara, we have lat, lot, lung, vidhiling. Okay. In this, what is the lat lakara form of gam?
Gacchati.
Gacchati. And lot lakara?
Gacchatu.
Gacchatu. Lang lakara?
Agachat.
Agachat. Vidhiling?
Gachet.
Gachet. Okay. And rat bhavishyat kala? Bhavishyat kal rat?
Gamishat.
Gamishyati.
Gamishyati. And other lakaras also, some of you may be knowing already, like if you like other drung lakara,
Lut lakara. Lung lakara. Lut.
lut, we have ganta, etc. But anyway, so this difference we have studied, looked at before, or at least we know that for these four lakaras, lat, lot, lung, vidhiling, for this this conversion takes place. Gam changes to gach, gaccha, and then it becomes gacchati, gachatu, etc. But in lut, that change is not there. Gam remains as gam only, right? Gamishyati, etc. So this change is happening in these four lakaras: lat, lot, lung, vidhiling, in these four lakaras. And if you take this, let's say, k or kri dhatu, kri. Kri dhatu, also lat lakara becomes krinati.
Krinati.
Lot, krinatu. And lung,
Krinita.
krini. And then vidhiling, what is vidhiling for kri dhatu?
Krinita?
Kreenet.
Krinit.
Krinet. Okay.
Is it krinit? Where did you see all that?
Kriniyat, the Parasmapadi form.
Kriniyat.
But then the Atmanepadi seems to be Krinit.
What is Atmanepadi?
So Vidhirling in Atmanepadi form is Krinit.
क्रीणात् क्रीणीयात् विधिलिङ् in atmanepade lang akrini vidiling. Krinita, it is not krinit. Krinita, krinita, there is a car at the end. Kriniyatam, kriniran. So please refer to when we are, if you are really not sure about the forms, please do not just guess and test my knowledge. Just to refer to some reference like either book or ashtadhyayi.com or whatever, and then answer. Otherwise, we'll be just spending time here. Guessworks. So the point here is, so because once you see, that's why it's important to how did I get to doubt your answer? Because I'm familiar with the formats. I exactly may not be remembering the exact form, but I know the format or the pattern. I remember the pattern. So I doubt whether that is correct or not. So that's why I come here. So when you say krinate, it won't be krinate because this is not in the first gana, okay? Like gachet or the bhadi gana. This is in a different gana, kriyadi gana, which has a different pattern. So that's why it helps us to try to memorize or practice at least one of the dhatus from each gana to get that format or the pattern into your mind, and then also just look up if you are not sure. Then okay, so but what is the rit lakara for kri dhatu now? Bhavishyat kala. So in the black. In the rit lakara we have gamishyati, like lat, and the kri dhatu we have krinati, and lot lakara krinatu, and lang akrinat, and then here we had kriniyat, and then lut lakara. What is the form?
Is it Kreshyate, Mohdaya?
No, you have to tell me. Don't test my knowledge. I'm asking for your help here. If you have reference, please refer. Okay.
So in Rit Lakara, it's Kreshyati.
Yeah, Kreshyati. Okay, Kri becomes Kreshyati in Rit Lakara. So again, the pattern here is the Kri dhatu or Gam dhatu or any dhatu, they have a certain form or certain changes taking place in these four lakaras. Lat, lot, lang, vidiling. This we have discussed before. That lat, lot, lang, vidiling, this is one group of lakaras where certain changes to the dhatu or certain rules to that dhatu apply when the forms have to be derived. And for other lakaras, which is like this, other than this four, example we are taking here is rit, bhavishyat kala, the dhatu undergoes a different set of rules and forms, and you see here where it is krinati and kreshyati, what is happening here? The vikarana pratyaya of that dhatu gana is being applied for these four lakaras. We saw that krinati, krinato, etc. and within kriniyat. No is coming in between. And whereas in this lit lakara, that vikarana pratyaya is not coming in between there. Kreshyati. It is just kri changed into kre because of bhavishyat kala application. Otherwise it will be the dhatu itself is not undergoing any change, like gum is undergoing change here, gaccha, and then vikarana pratyaya etc. are added, and then becomes lat lot lang vidhiling. In those four it becomes gacchati etc. And here rit lakara dhatu is not changing to gach, it remains gum, and then the other rules for, and also the vikarana pratyaya is not added here if there is any. Right now in this this example of gum, because it is in the bhadigana, there is a vikarana pratyaya which turns out to be a, which is not visible in the gacchati etc. If we actually go through the derivation steps of as per Ashtadhyayi, we need to add the akara as a vikarana pratyaya there, which is not, we can't see that here because it's embedded in that gacchati, gacchatu, etc. Whereas in the lutlakara, vikarana pratyaya of that dhatu gana, any dhatu gana, is not applicable. So it becomes just a gamishyati here. And here kri also, in the four lakaras, if there is any change to the dhatu itself, it undergoes that change. In this case, it does not. Kri remains as kri, but vikarana pratyaya comes into picture because of this four. If you are using it in four lakaras, right? Lat, lot, lang, vidhiling, then it becomes krinati. And then for other lakaras, this na is not applicable at all. Okay? For other six lakaras. In this case, it remains kreshyati because this sha or sya is coming because of the rit lakara, not because of vikarana pratyaya. Take in some other example also. Let's say first bhadigana we took, right? One example. Another example is good to take from the bhadigana is chal dhatu, chalati, right? Chalati in the natlakara. Here chala itself is not undergoing any change, like gum becomes gacha. That dhatu parivartanam, dhatu form parivartanam, gum to gach, that happens only for certain dhatus, not all the dhatus. Certain in special cases like gum, and other cases drishya dhatu. Drishya dhatu, it first changes to pash in for those four lakaras only again. Pashya, okay, pashya, and then in those four lakaras vikarana pratyaya comes because drishya is in the prathama bhadigana. Then akara comes as the vikarana pratyaya. Then ti is added. Then it becomes pashyati, pashyati, pashyatah, pashyanti, etc. Pashyatu, then pashyet, apashyat, etc. in those four lakaras only. Again, for the rit lakara form of drishya, drush will become what? What is the bhavishyat kala form?
Drakshati.
Drakshati. Drakshati. Okay. Drakshati. Drakshati. Here, drush is there. It is becoming drak, and then sati is added, drakshati. That is because all the sandhis are happening here. But essentially, drush is not changing, and again, sati comes because of the rit lakara. For bhavishyat kala rit lakara, sati is the sya is the addition. It is not because of vikarana pratyaya. If you look at the lit lakara of drishya also, it becomes the darsha, etc. So drishya remains, intact there. It doesn't change to Pasha. Pasha happens only, conversion happens only for certain dhatus, and that too only for the 4 lakaras. And now in the chal, the parivartana, dhatu parivartana is not happening, but vikarna pratyaya is added in 4 lakaras again, chalati, chalata, etc. For others, vikarna pratyaya doesn't come into picture. That is the first Vadiganiya dhatu. And if you take, let's say, other one, which one? Ditya Gana will see later. They are like, the rules are same. I mean, this concept is same in all for all the ganas, but that Adadi Gana, Ditya Gana, let's take other also. They have weird forms. Right? All the dhatus which have weird forms, they are grouped into the Ditya Gana. Let's say Adadigana. The first dhatu in the Adadigana is Ad itself. Right? Ad. What is the lat lakara of Ad? Please refer to some astadhyaya.com or somewhere. Ad. Can you provide the answer? Lat lakara from Ad. Ad means eating.
So is it atti? It's atti, Bodha.
Atti. And lot.
Lot lakaram. So there are 2 forms. So it's either attu and then attat.
So every lot lakara prathama purusha has 2 forms like that. So let's stick with attu only, the 2 form only. Like even bhavatu has bhavatat. So atti attu. Okay. Then lang lakara.
So lang lakara is adat.
Adat. And vidiling.
So vidiling lakara is adyat.
Adyat. So atti means khadati. So saha. Actually, the word annam is also coming from this adhatu. Right? From this annam. Like khad, from khad dhatu, we have khadanam, tatheva, adhatu, from there annam is coming. So atti means khadati. Saha kim madhuram atti. So adat adyat. Now lut lakara form. Bhavishyat.
Lut lakara is atyasti. Sorry, atsyati.
Atsyati. So here ad is at. Anyway, so you won't see much of the difference in terms of this group and this here, because it's not very much visible, because this is a Ditiya or the Adadi Gana. Let's take the next one, which is the next Gana, name of the Gana, next Gana. Rajashri Begini.
Juhotyadi.
Juhotyadi. Juhotyadi Gana, the famous or what is popularly used is Dadhatu. Dadhatu, again, lat lakara, what is the form? Dadati, we know. Prathama Purusha Ekavachana, Dadati. And lang lakara.
Adadat.
Adadat. And lot.
So it's dattat and dadatu.
So let's keep that the path aside. And Sadatu. And Vidiling.
Vidiling, it's dadyat.
Dadyat. So dadatu, dadati, dadat, dadatu, dadyat. And in lit.
So rit lakara, it's dasyati. Dasyati.
Dasyati. So here you can see what is, or you can try to see what is happening here. Between this group, which is lat, lung, lot, vidiling, and this lit and others also, if needed, we can see. But mainly this group and here, what is the difference happening here in the pattern? So you see here the, right? The, and dadyat also there is dad, okay? Dadyat, dadyat. But here there is just dasyati, it's not dadasyati or something. So there is no repetition of this the lakara in this lit lakara. Whereas in this set of four lakaras, the da or the is repeating here. The da, the da, the da, the da. So this is the speciality of Juhotyadihana, the third one. In the first four lakaras, because the vikarana pratyaya or shlu, the dhatu repeats, duplicates for those four lakaras. Whereas the other lakaras, vikarana pratyaya is not applicable because of the absence of that vikarana pratyaya, the repetition doesn't take place. So again, the bottom line is this set of four lakaras have this pattern because of the vikarana pratyaya, whereas the other lakaras, they don't, that vikarana pratyaya doesn't apply. So the dhatu stays intact there. That's it. Any question, Bhavan Mode?
Is it, we are just duplicating the dhatu now and then applying something to it now in these
the first four lakaras, yes. Lat, lot, ling. Duplication is the special characteristics. That's why such dhatus which need the duplication for those four lakaras, they are placed in the Juhotyadihana.
So it's only in this gana that this is happening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because in the first gana we saw it is just like kadati. There's no duplication. Right?
Yes.
Kada dhatu, kada. Gama dhatu, gachit. There's no duplication. And Tritiya gana, Adadi gana also we saw ad dhatu, atti. There's no duplication. In third gana, the other example is like the first dhatu of Juhotyadihana is who itself, right? Who. Who means like yaga, yajna, homa, etc. Sacrifice. So Juhoti. So here who dhatu in the lat lakara becomes Juhoti. Okay. Juhoti. Because it undergoes some form changes again. But you see, who is actually duplicating again with who, and T is added. Now this first one, actually it should have become huhoti, but in the prayoga etc. Ju is there, not who changes to Ju, Juhoti. Okay. So here also duplication is there. Only thing is that because it is hakara, it is pronounced ja, the duplicated one, juhoti. Ha many times changes to ja in many places.
So is it because like Juhoti it's easier to pronounce than Huhuti?
Yeah.
Somehow it
right.
makes sense somehow.
Yeah. Like maybe it is similar to like what is that?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this?
Yeah, jalapeno or something. But yes, J becomes a
Yeah. So here is a Mexican. Here we pronounce it jalapeno, like a ha. Jalapeno. So J and H, ha, they are somewhere in some languages they are interchangeable. While the writing is ja in this case, but in Sanskritam writing is not there. The script we have to use as per the pronunciation. There is no script for Sanskritam. But in many languages there is a script, but the pronunciation is different. But the case in point here is ja, ha. They are many times interchangeable in the languages. Next one, Chaturtha. What is the name?
Divadigana.
Divadigana. So in this gana, there are many dhatus which are commonly used in the sense what we know. Chade like nrutyati, nashyati, kupyati, krudhyati, etc. Yudhyati, yudhyate. So here, nrutya dhatu is what is the dhatu here? Nrut. Dhatu is nrut. Or lat lakara form?
Nrityati.
Nrutyati. And lung.
Lang lakara is Anrityat.
Anrutyat. Lot.
Nrityatu.
And the last one, Vidiling.
Nrityat.
Nrityet.
Nityet, yes.
Nrityet. So, okay, let's look at the Nrit also. Nrit lakara, Bhavishyat.
Nrit lakara is Natsyaryati and Nartishyati. So there are two forms.
So let's keep with the simple one. Nartishyati form. So this is like Gamishyati. Nartyati, right? Anritsyati, Nartishyati. Simple one. So again you see here, for these four, what is the change, or what pattern it is following? Rut is the dhatu, and Nrityati, in this case, ya is added, right here, ya. This ya is the Vikarana Pratyaya here. Nrit plus ya plus ti, Nrityati, etc. Nrityat, Nrityatu, Nrityat. Everywhere ya comes after Nrit dhatu. But whereas here, there is no ya after Nrit. This Chati is again for the Lit Lakar. That Chati is this year is not because of the Vikarana Pratyaya. Because of the Lit Lakara. Chati, Gamishyati, everywhere that Gamishyati, etc. Chati is there. So Natishyati. After Nut there is no ya. Okay, so ya is the Vikarna Pratyaya, which is because of it is Vikarna Pratyaya for the fourth or Divadigana. So all the dhatus which fall in this Divadigana, they have this ya as the Vikarna Pratyaya coming after the dhatu, and then forming this forms like rupas for the four lakaras. For the other lakaras, there is no Vikarna Pratyaya. Okay, similarly, Panchama Gana. What is the fifth Gana? Example, name.
Swadigana. Swadigana.
Swadi. Others also, please pay attention, or if you have reference, please keep referring to it right now. Swadigana. Example we can take for Swadigana. Chi dhatu. Chi dhatu. Dhatu is chi. Okay, so chi dhatu, lat lakara form.
In the lat lakara, it's
Chinuta.
Chinoti.
What is it, Bhavan Mode?
Chinoti.
Chinuta. Chinuta.
Chinut. No, not lot.
Lat.
Lat. Chinoti. Chinot. Parasmaipada. This is Ubhayapadi dhatu. It could have the other Atmanepada forms also, but let's look at the Parasmaipada forms only for now. But again, the same rules apply. This Vikarna Pratyaya is applicable to whether it is Atmanepadi, Parasmepadi. Vikarna Pratyaya comes into picture only for these four lakaras. I'm trying to again. We are going to see the examples here for each Gana, just to be clear. So Chinoti and Lang Lakara.
The lang lakara is Achinot.
Achinot. And then Lot.
So lot is Chinotu.
Chinotu. Vidiling.
Vidiling is Chinat. Vidiling is Chinuyat.
Chinuyat. And Lit.
Is Cheshyati.
Cheshyati. So again, you see the difference here in the forms of this four lakara and this same again. There are no, and no is coming, and whereas in the lit lakara there is no na or no, nothing about na here. This is just cheshyati. So chi remains a chi here. There is no vikarana pratyaya added here. It changes to che because of other reasons, but there is no vikarana pratyaya. What is the vikarana pratyaya for swadigana dhatus?
So it's Shnu.
Shnu. Shnu. Yeah. So and that will remain as nu. Okay. So basically it is nu. Okay. Then the next gana, sixth gana. This is fifth swadigana, and then
Tudadi.
Tudadi, yes, Shashtagana. Examples are plenty, like we have Ichchati, Likhati, etc. Pruchhati also. Now, it's hard to notice any difference, or actually we can't really notice any difference between the first Gana forms and the sixth Gana, Vadi and Tudadi. But there are technical differences between the two. So you can, but as far as the forms are concerned, they look same. Now, so Likha is one of the examples, Likhati, but the forms are similar to first Gana, like Kadati. Likhati, Alikhat, Likhatu, Likhet, in the first those four lakaras. And Lut lakara, Likhishyati, Likhishyati, there are two forms. But again, the Vikarana Pratyaya is missing in the Lut lakara, etc., which is not very obvious here, but it happens like that. So Likhati, etc., which are similar to Khadati, etc. One thing we can see example here, Pruchhati. Okay. Let's take the example Pruchhati. What is the dhatu for Pruchhati? Anyone? Dhatu for Pruchhati. Pruchhati is a lat lakara form. We know. Please refer to the dictionary.
Pracha.
Like this?
No, pracha.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. Pracha. Pra, not pru. This is ra. So there is a difference. Pracha. It becomes pro. It changes to pro. So there is a change happening here for the first, those four lakaras here. Pra changing to pro. Okay? That is ra changing to refa, changing to rukara. For these four lakaras. Prachati, pruchhati, not prachati. Pruchhati. And then lang lakara, apruchat. And lot,
Prichatu.
Pruchhatu. And Vidiling,
Prichet.
Pruchet. But a lit.
So Lut lakara is prakshyati.
So what does that mean? The pra, the refa is not changing to rukara in lut lakara, other lakaras. Pra, ksha, ti. Prakshati. Is that right?
Yes, Mahodaya.
So pruchhati, apruchat, pruchhatu, pruchet. So prakshati. So note again here, same pattern is there. Pracha changing its form. It is just like gum changes to gacha for those four lakaras. For this four, pracha it changes to prucha. Prucha to aprucha. Then, but here for let it does not change. Dhatu remains as it is, and Vikarana Pratyaya, which is not very obvious here, that also applies. Same thing for ish also. Just just to make a just for your knowledge here. Ish also changed to icha here. Icha, and then ichati, ichata, ichanti, etc. Isha dhatu. What is the lut lakara for isha? Ishat kala. Ichati is lut lakara. Lut.
ईष्यति ईष्यति
Ishishyate.
ईष्यति
Refer to the dictionary. Give me
So
a definitive answer.
Is it in Bhadi Gana Mahodaya, this Ish dhatu?
6/6. So,
Okay. So Ish.
Tudadi. And there could be multiple dhatus like this. Look at the Tudadi one, which is ichati.
Ichti.
Lit form.
Okay, so it's this Rasoi.
Eshishyat Mahodaya.
Are you asking or telling?
No, I'm looking at
ईष्यति
reference.
Ishishyate.
A.
Shishyati.
What sha? It's more than a sha or talavisha?
It's Murdhanyasha.
Like this.
And then Ishi, and then yes, and then again Murdhanya. Shakara Yati.
Yashashati. Ichati in those 4 lakaras, but lut you see. Lut is just good to know this. Yashashati. Okay, next, what is the next gana after Tudadi?
So it's Rudhadi.
7th, Rudhadi. Very interesting gana. How do I write it? Rudhadi. Let's take the first dhatu itself in this Rudhadi gana. What is the first dhatu? Rudh. What is the meaning of Rudh? Okay, lat lakara form, please. Lat lakara, what is the form?
Lat Lakara, it's Runadhi. Runadhi.
Runadhi. Runadhi. What is the meaning of Runadhi?
The meaning here, it says like to stop or to enclose.
Stop, like Rodhanam, Avarodha, like we know that, Virodha, Avarodha. So that is coming from this dhatu. Runadhi. One Runadhi. Okay.
Mahodaya, there are 2 forms of Ruddha Dhatu. 2 different meanings.
Yes, true. Some of the dhatus have 2 forms in 2 different. So, example, I can take more nearer to us, like bhuj dhatu. Let's say bhuj, which comes in the same runadhi, rudhadi gana, which is bhuj dhatu.
But is it now in a different gana now?
Bhuj dhatu?
Yes.
No, bhuj
again in this.
Rudhadi gana only. What is the form?
Okay.
What is the form in Parasmaipada? Bhuj is Ubhayapadi. Form in Parasmaipada.
So it's Parasmaipada, Lat Lakara is Bhunakti.
Bhunakti. What is the form in Atmanepada? Lat lakara.
Lat lakara Atmanepada form is bhunkte.
Bhunkte. I'll just write it like that. Bhunkte. Bhunakti, bhunkte. So this is Ubhayapadi, but the meanings are different. Yeah. Like Chinoti, we have the Chinoti is also Ubhayapadi. There are also many other Ubhayapadi dhatus. But in the Parasmapada, Atmapada, their meaning remains same. Only they are supposed to be used in certain pada. If it is a Ubhayapadi dhatu, then we generally try to use it in Parasmapada if the benefit is going to, the Kriya benefit is going to the other person, not to the Karta. Whereas we try to use it in Atmanepada dhatu if the benefit of the Kriya is going towards the Karta, not somebody else. But that's not always the case in the practical usage. But in some dhatus like this, bhuj, though it is Ubhayapadi, the meanings are slightly different here. So bhunakti and bhunkte, meaning is bhunkte is actually eating. Bhunakti means enjoying or bhoga. He is for example, Raja Rajyam Bhunakti. So he is Palayati iti artha. Anyway, so let's look at only the Parasmapada forms here. Bhuja Bhunakti. What is the lang lakara form for Parasmapada bhuj?
Lang lakara is abhunag or abhunak.
Abhunak. And lot.
Bhunktat.
The other form.
Bhunaktu.
Bhunaktu. And Vidiling.
Vidiling is bhunjat.
Bhunjat.
So it's bhu. So it's yakara mother. So it's bhu and then
Yeah. Okay. Bhunjat. Correct. And then rat.
Rit lakara is bhokshyati.
Bhokshati. Bhokshati. So now again you see here what is the pattern here for the four lakaras, bhunakti, abhunak, bhunaktu, bhunjat. And then bhokshati. So what is happening here? So let's say this one. Bhuj is changing to bhunakti. And abhunak, bhunaktu, bhunjat. Bhun. Again, na is here. Bhunjat. So what is happening here?
So this nakara or some sort of this nasal sound is coming.
Yeah, actually na only. because of j changes to ya. But so here nakara is coming, but where? Where is it coming?
So it's before the jakara. So between
between
ukara and jakara.
Right. So this nakara is coming in between the dhatu itself. Whereas if you look at the other divadi gana, or even the better one is divadi is better one. Divadi or even the bhadi gana or tudadi gana or the what is the other one? Swadi gana. We saw chi, chinoti. What is the other example for swadi gana? Ap dhatu is one important. We know that in swadhigana, apnoti, like chinoti. Right? So here, nrityati. So here, what is happening here? Nrit plus ya. The ya is the vikana pratyaya for the divadhigana, and apnoti, no is the vikana pratyaya for swadhigana, and for bhadi tudadi but we don't hear it. I mean, we don't easily see it. So let's forget that right now. But where it is, obviously we can see here. Ya vikana pratyaya, no vikana pratyaya, apnoti, chinoti, etc. They are coming after the dhatu and before the ting pratyaya. Apnoti, nutyati. What is the other one? We saw chi. Chi is the dhatu, chi, noti. Chi is a single syllable. But shak dhatu, shak noti, that is in the swadhigana, fifth one. Shak no ti. So that no is coming after the dhatu. This no is not entering between the two letters of the dhatu itself. But in the rudhadigana, this is a special thing. This vikrana pratyaya is inserting itself between the two letters of the dhatu. Okay? So that is the speciality of this rudhadigana. Okay? But anyway, the vikrana pratyaya is applicable just like any other gana in the rudhadigana also for the four lakaras again. And lit lakara, as you see here, there is no na here. Just bhuj and syati becomes bhokshati. There is no na. So this is very interesting thing about rudhadigana, where the vikana pratyaya gets inserted inside the dhatu, not after the dhatu. The other popular dhatus of the rudhadigana are chinatti, chid dhatu, chid, chinatti. Then krita dhatu, krintati, akrunati, rather, krunati. And then bhid dhatu, bhinatti. So these are commonly used, which we know. Yuj dhatu is also there, yunakti. Himusa dhatu is there, hinasti. So these are commonly used dhatus are there in this Rudhadigana also, which forms are a little bit hard to remember, but very interesting gana here. Okay, next one. What is the next gana? Ashtama gana.
Tanadi.
Tanadi gana. Tanoti. Tanadi gana. What is the vikrana pratyaya? U. Udaharanam. We have the very famous Tanoti is there, but also Karoti. Karoti is the most widely used. Kru dhatu. So Karoti, the lot lakara,
Karotu.
Lot. Karotu. And lung.
Akarot.
Okay. Vidling.
Vidling is kuryat.
Kuryat. Sadamangalam. Kuryat. Karoti, akarot, karot, kuryat. Lit lakara.
Karishyati.
Karishyati. Again, you see the difference here. This kru dhatu is changing to kar o. That o is there. Karoti. Akarot, karotu, kurya. There we don't see that, but it is changing there, the form there. That u comes there first and then changes. Vikana pratyaya comes there. And then, but here you don't see that u here. It is not karushyat or something. Karishyati. Kru changes to just kar. There is no u there. Okay, next example. Next gana. Kriyadi gana. Right. Kri adigana. First dhatu is kri here. This we saw before. Kri, krinati, akrinat, then akrinit or akrinat. What is the form? Kri dhatu. Lang lakara.
Akrinat correspondingly.
Akrinat. Krinatu, kriniyat. So these are the forms, and then kreshyati is a lit lakara form. Kreshyati lit. Again, that na is coming only in the four lakaras, and dhatu without the vikana pratyaya goes into the other lakaras. And finally, the dashamagana name is Churadigana. Chur adi. Chur, the dhatu gana starting with chur dhatu. Latlakara is
Chorati. Chorayati.
Chorayati. And lang lakara.
Achorayat.
Achorayat. Churadi, chorayati, achorayat, and chorayato, and vidiling is chorayet. And lut lakara form is Bhavishyat Kala.
Chorayishyati.
Chorishyati. So this, what is the, so chura dhatu, there are many other dhatus which we are familiar with, like chalayati, kathayati, chintayati, etc. Bhakshayati. Many dhatus which we know. What is happening in all this chura dhatu? Dhatu is chur, not choraya. And then other one for chintayati, dhatu is chint. And for kathayati dhatu is katha, varnayati varna, etc. Here, if you take chinta here, because this o, some change is happening here, but otherwise chintayati, if you take chintayati, chintayati, so in this form we are adding aya, aya, and this aya is coming because of, actually the I, because of chintaya, nijant. These are called, there's another pratyaya coming into picture here called nich, and that is changing the, adding this aya here, chintaya. But otherwise this one is very similar to the bhadigana, or bhadigana. Once you add this special pratyaya, because this dhatu is in the 10th gana, all the 10th gana dhatus get this nich special pratyaya first while deriving its form, and then because of the nich means it changes to aya. Just think that it is aya. Yeah. So chur becomes choraya, chinta becomes chintaya, katha becomes kathaya, etc. first, and then the vikana pratyaya and ting pratyaya are added, similar to the bhadigana. So chintayati, kathayati, etc. form, they take the form. Katha, chintayati, achintayat, chintayatu, chintayet. But in the litlakara, chintayishyati, similar to gamishyati, chintayishyati. Still aya is there, because that is the special niche added to the aya is especially added to the 10th gana dhatus before anything is added. So there is, again, we don't see the obvious difference or the forms between the 4 lakaras and the lit lakara. Here also similar to vadigana, but the underlying concept is same. Vikana pratyaya is applicable to only those 4 lakaras. Okay. Any question here before again get back to karmani? Not this here. The reason for going through all that is it will help to understand how these karmani or bhave forms are derived. So in case of lik dhatu we know lik. Lik, it is in the tudadigana. Now in karmani or bhave prayoga, the ting pratyaya is going to be always atmane pade pratyayas. That means the endings will be like atmane pada. Like if you take any atmane pada, let's say vandadatu, right? Vandadatu is first bhadigana easiest. Vandate, the endings you see here, te, ante, like se, the, dve, like this. So these ending pratyaya or suffix there, that is actually coming from the set of ting pratyayas. So there are 9 ting pratyayas for atmanepada and 9 ting pratyayas for parasmaypada endings. So total 18 ting pratyayas are there. That obviously you see the difference here in all the lakaras. So in the, as you see here, te, ante, etc. These kind of endings, atmanepada pratyayas, will be applicable to whom? To lik plus So when we are using the karmani, and obviously based on the vachana and purusha, that specific pratyaya will be applicable. If you want to use the karmani prayoga in uttama purusha bahuvachana, whatever pratyaya is there, like mahe, will be applied here. But what about the vikarana pratyaya? So likh is the dhatu, and vikarana pratyaya of gana will not be applicable in any case here when we are using it in the karmani or bhave prayoga. Only vikarana pratyaya, but special vikarana pratyaya comes here for karmani or bhave, which is ya. Ya pratyaya. Ya is the vikarana pratyaya for, it is a special pratyaya for which is added to dhatu when we want to use it in the karmani or bhave. So lik plus ya plus te. That is how it is going to become now. Lik plus ya plus te. Now this ya is a special pratyaya which needs to be added in case of those 4 lakaras. Likhyate, and the atmanepada forms and form endings need to be added after that. And this one, the first part of the dhatu is not going to change its forms. For example, gam dhatu. In the kartari prayoga, in those 4 lakaras, it changes to gaccha, etc. Some dhatus, they change the form that we saw. Gam changes to gaccha, prach changes to pucha, is changes to hicha, and many of them, they don't change the form also. But if it is changing the form in the karmani or if it is changing the form in the kartari, then in the karmani or bhave, it is not going to change its form. So it remains as gam or prach or ish in case of ich, ish ichhati. But in karmani bhave, it is going to remain as ish only. Then you bring in this ya and then add the proper ting ending based on the purusha and vachana. So that's all there to it. So main thing is keep this, maintain or retain this dhatu's original form. Not original by original form, not from the dhatu pata. So dhatu pata, if you look at gam dhatu, what is the original, very original? The raw form is gamlu. So gamlu is not going to remain as gamlu. Okay. Dhatu might showing it as like this, gamlu. That's anunasika. No. But this very original dhatu pathas, gamlu itself changes to gam first. There are again some sutras are there in the Ashtadhyayi which can be followed before it changes to gam form. And now this is ready to be used for further processing to derive the actual usable form. Now once it comes to this gam, then based on the kartari prayoga, if it is kartari prayoga and those 4 lakaras, it changes to gaccha. If it is karmani bhave, then it doesn't change this gam to gaccha, it remains gam. Then if it is karmani bhave, you add this ya and then the atmanepada pratyaya based on the purusha vachana. So same thing here, there gi dhatu is, what is dhatu for gayati?
Gai.
Gai dhatu. The dhatus ending in I, they go through slight changes because of sandhi again. In the kartari prayoga, we see here gayati, gai gayati. But in karmani, it remains as, it becomes giyate, gai plus yakara, and then te is added, but this changes to gi, giyate. But in many other cases it is simple, like nam dhatu, nam namyate. Then drush here, pashyasi, here also you have to follow the same thing we talked about. Drush dhatu remains as drush, it doesn't change to pash because this is karmani. So then add ya and then atmanepada pratyaya as needed. Drishyate. Similarly, pat pathyate. Then here this is fine. Ikshya, the form is fine, but the final thing is needs to be changed, right? Iksha, iksha is when iksha is like seeing. Iksha, again to that ksha we are adding ya there. Ikshyate. At that te, because of this purusha vachana we'll have to check. So what should be the purusha vachana here?
Yushman iti bahuvachana or ekvachana?
Which one? Yushman. Aham Yushman ikshe. Yushman is bahuvachana, right? Bahuvachana. Ditya Vibhakti bahuvachana. Aham Yushman ikshe.
Ityardam maya yushmaha ikshante. Bahuvachana rupa.
But what is okay? Maya. Why Yushmaha? What is Yushmaha?
Yushman Pratama Vibhakti. Bahuvachana rupa.
Okay. Yeah. So that also everyone note that when converting from karta to karmani, kartrupadam in kartri prayoga will be in what vibhakti?
Kartrupada will be in Pratama Vibhakti.
Pratama Vibhakti in kartri prayoga. Okay. Right here, kartri and kartari and karma prayoga. Pratama Vibhakti and karma pada will be in which vibhakti? Dvitiya. And kriya pada will be kriya padasya purusha and vachana will be as per the kartrupada. As per kartru. Purusha and vachana. And in karmani prayoga, kartrupada will be in which vibhakti? Tritiya. And karma pada will be in which vibhakti? Pratama. And kriya pada will be as per purusha vachana will be as per the karma pada. Okay. Purusha and vachana. Okay. Purusha and vachana. So in case of, where is that? Aham we change to maya. Okay. Because kartru in kartri prayoga aham is pratama vibhakti and we changed it to maya tritiya vibhakti. And then karma pada is yushman in kartri prayoga, that we want to change it to prathama bahuvachanam. Vachana won't change for the nama padas. So what is the yushman prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam? Raghumoda. No, Vijanti Bhagini.
Yuyam, sir.
Yoyam. Tam yuam yoyam. Okay, now kriya pada is iksha in the kartari prayoga. Now we want to change it to, one thing is that we just now discussed, that it becomes ikshya first. Now we want to apply the ting pratyaya ending as per the Atmane and as per the Purusha Vachana of Karma Pada. Which Karma Pada is UM. UM is, if UM is there, what Purusha will be applicable?
Oh. Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana.
Vachana we know because UM is Bahuvachana. And because of the word UM, we want to bring in the Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana form of Iksha. What is the Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana form?
Ikshadve.
Ikshadve. Maya yuyam ikshadve. Yes, by me, you all are being seen. Okay. So the other ones, I think they're fine. Niyante. Ni becomes ni. Tandulaha niyante. Okay. Smaryavahe. Avam smaryavahe. Okay. Yes.
But in that one thing I found in the original sentence, Yuvam, Avam, Smarataha. Yuvam and Avam both are in the Prathama Vibhakti.
Yes. Prathama Vibhakti?
Is it you?
No. So you'll have to make, that's what the Smaratha is given.
So Yuvam cha, Avam cha, Smarataha.
No, what is the meaning of Smaratha? This is for in which Purusha?
Smarataha is Madhyama Purusha Dvivachana.
Because it is Madhyama Purusha, this Yuham has to be Kartrupadam.
Correct.
If it is Kartrupadam, it will be in Prathama Vibhakti.
Karma Padam?
Karma Padam Avam. Right?
Okay. I got confused.
Yeah, so that's a bit confusing. So if you look here, Asmad Shabda, there is here. Prathama Vibhakti, Ditya Vibhakti both have this Avam.
Oh, okay. I got confused.
Yeah, so based on that Kriyapada, we'll have to figure out which one is Prathama Vibhakti, which one is Ditya Vibhakti. Kriyapada Smaratha iti Madhyama Purusha asti iti karanat Yuvam iti padam Kartrupadam bhavet. Kartrupadam Prathama Vibhakta bhavati. Yuvam Avam Yuvam iti Kartrupadam chet Avam iti padam Karma padam bhavet. Karma padam chet Ditya Vibhakti. Now Yuvam padam परिवर्तनं करोतु कस्मिन् कर्तृपदं तु प्रथमा विभक्ति टु तृतीया युवाभ्याम ओके द्वितीया विभक्ति आवाम should change to karma padam prathama vibhakti avam again good and then smaryavahe this should be as per the karma padam yeah that's good so yeah okay shishuh dugdham pibati shishuna. So first we want that shishuna here. This dantya nakara shishuna. Dugdha, I don't know. I don't think it is a pullinga. Dugdham napunsakalinga, keep that. Shishu dugdham shishuna dugdham piyate. Pita mata cha kavyam shrunataha. Mata pitrubhyam. You can make it like this also, like a samasthapadam. If you combine this, it becomes combined word, which is fine. But we can also keep it separate. Pitra cha matra cha. Pitra matra. So both you can change to Tritiya. Pitra Matra cha Kavyam Shruyate. Some of you are thinking, Rajashri Vigni or something, we'll have to fix this. Shruyate. No, I think Prajwala Mohdaya, maybe. Shruyate, change the Shruyate.
I need to check what I wrote. So I wrote Shunyate.
Yeah, it should be Shruyate. So here also, Shru Dhatu. Shru Dhatu, we are just adding here. Dhatu is actually Shru, Aswa Shru. Again, because if the Dhatus are ending in like Swara, pay special attention to it. Like, for example, Gai Dhatu, Giyate. So those special attention, it might change like Dirgha or I to E, etc. because of the Sandhi rules. Anyway, so best to look up the words. And one thing which most of are confused here is Chalayate. Chalayanti. Dhanudharaha Sharam Chalayanti. Dhanudharaihi is okay. Sharam, you can make it Pullinga Sharaha. If it has a Napumsakalinga form, you can keep it. But the thing here is Chalayanti. Now, what is the dhatu for Chalayanti? Kartaripada. In Kartari Prayoga, Kriyapada is Chalayanti. Ekavachana is Chalayati. What is the dhatu there?
Is it Chalaya? Chala.
Chalaya. Actually, okay, we'll come to that. So Chalaya, the dhatu, Chalayati, Chalayanti, etc. But there is also Chal is also, we know, so it's like Chalati. This is a different dhatu. This dhatu, Chalati, means somebody is moving. Yatha Megha, Surya Chalati, Surya himself is moving. Right? But Chalayati means somebody is moving something else. Like Aham Vahanam Chalayami. Atra Dhanurdharaha Sharam Chalayati, like this. Chalit. So there is a difference between Chalati and Chalayati, and the dhatus are different. If it is Chala dhatu, then you can use Chalyate, like Chalyate. No, but if it is Chalayati...
Here, what is the right usage, Mahadev?
Huh? Yeah.
What is the right usage here? Chalayate, Yate, double ya?
No. Yeah. So if it is Chal, then you can use Chalyate. But you cannot use Chalyate if the dhatu is Chalaya. So it has to be Chalyate. To be Chalyate. Now you might ask, if the dhatu is Chalaya, then how is it Chalyate? So as you were guessing, is a double ya, Chalayate. No, because this is like a simplified version I am putting here. The dhatu is Chalaya, Katha, etc. But the actual dhatu first is Chali. Chali, etc. Because this is a derived. This Chala is not original dhatu, which you find in the dhatu pata. In dhatu pata you find Chala, and that changes to, if you want to use it as a Preranarthaka dhatu. Preranarthaka means, Chala means what? Chala means something is moving. Then we use Chala. Itself is moving. But if that is moving, if there is causing something else to move, causative, you can say, causative root, Preranatmaka or causative root, then this Chal undergoes some change and this becomes a derived dhatu called chali. So this is a derived dhatu which is not the original dhatu which is listed in the dhatu patha. Like chur dhatu, kath dhatu, these are originally listed in the dhatu patha, but they also becomes chori, chali, etc. first. Then the other steps come into picture, and then becomes chorayati, kathayati, etc. But if you want to use that dhatu in the karmaniya bhave, then this aya doesn't come into picture, because that is part of the vikarana pratyaya of that 10th gana or churadi gana. Remember vikarana pratyaya? That gana vikarana pratyaya is not applicable to in the karmani or bhave prayoga. Only special ya is applicable. So we'll have to remove that gana vikarana pratyaya, and then it becomes choryate, kathyate, chalyate, etc. Because gana vikarana pratyaya, that aya has to be removed. Katha plus aya is coming from that gana vikarana, kathaya, choraya, etc. So if you remove that, it just remains chur, and then add ya plus te, because it is chu becomes choryate. Katha doesn't change anything. Kath plus yate, kathyate. Chal plus yate, chalyate, etc. Chint plus yate, chintyate, etc. Okay. And now in this case, the chal dhatu, chal, yes, chal, actually chali, but that's a bit grammatical. You can think of it as chal. Okay. Chal, then gana vikarana pratyaya for the churadi is aya. So normally for the kartir prayoga you use it as chalayati, etc. But karmani bhave, don't bring that aya. Just chal plus yate, chalyate, etc. Chalyate. So we'll stop here. Any question? Hope it's a little bit clearer to all of you to understand the kriya pada forms. Astu. If no question, we'll close the session. Dharmalama Agrimasaptai. Namaskara.
Namaskaram.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.